over 80% of talking head reels never pass 1,000 views. In this video, you will find out exactly why and what you do when it comes to talking head reels is wrong. And the truth is, if you keep avoiding these things I will talk about in this video, then of course it will kill your growth. These steps are very easy to implement, but you have to practice them in order to get good at it. Now, I've spent a lot of hours researching this topic because I think it's very important and very interesting. Let's begin. How can you structure your edits in a way so the viewer never swipes away? I once watched a lot of videos on YouTube on how to edit in a way so the viewer never swipes away, and which seems like a great thing. And of course I learned a lot of for editing on a video for hours and hours, because they showed how to edit and how to overstimulate the viewer, but that wasn't my kind of audience. That wasn't who I was targeting. So what really makes a video great? And it's actually not the editing we have to focus on here first. Of course the editing is very important, but a great reel actually starts with the script, and especially the hook, especially the first few seconds. Because imagine you're swiping and the first few seconds you see a video and it's interesting, you will keep watching the video. But if it isn't interesting, then you will keep swiping away. And that's what you have to be thinking about. So learn from my mistake and spend a lot of time in the first few seconds of your script. Now, how do top creators make their talking head reels feel addictive? I thought for a long time that adding subtitles and just adding subtitles all the way through your reel like that will make it go viral and blow up. I thought that for a long time, and not knowing what I put wrong, I just never made progress. I did the same thing over and over again all the time. Then I watched a video, just one video from this guy called Joseph. He's a great video editor, by the way. You can search him up on YouTube. I watched this video called something like the mastery to content, to short form content. And that really interested me because I needed this, because clearly I didn't make any progress. So I watched it, and I even watched it multiple times. And there's one thing from that video that really interested me and made me the most progress, and that was the phrase "show it, don't tell it." Probably heard it before. And in editing, it's just where you take your viewer through the whole script without telling them, without adding subtitles on the screen. As an example, you take them through a whole script with, not with text, but with adding videos, pictures, animations. So next time, show it to the viewer, don't tell them. Now, how can you edit in a way that makes your reels shareable? I was really bad at editing in the beginning. I thought I was good, but I was really bad. And of course I was bad. That's how everybody starts. But I thought that this one editing style would blow up my reels, and I tried it all the time, but it never blew up my reels, sadly. But you've probably seen it before. It's this editing style where you put something like, so you put some glowing text or icons on the screen with a grid background and fisheye effect to it. Yeah, isn't that it? Just that. And I thought that would just blow up my reels, but it never would. Later on, I found out that turning those boring icons into 3D actually makes a huge difference, and I thought that was very interesting, and I tried it, and people also liked it. And I'm not saying you have to do a full Blender animation in order to do this, just a basic 3D. If you're editing Premiere Pro, then the basic 3D, you're probably familiar with that. But just the basic 3D effects and give it some bevel, something like that, and a little animation to it, that will do it. And if you combine this trick with the previous step by showing not telling, then you can see a huge difference in your videos. And the real lesson here is to add depth in your videos. As an example, instead of having an icon in front of you, have it behind you. It adds a little 3D effect to it. Alright, this step is very important because you could do all the previous steps that we've talked about, but if you miss this one, then everything is a waste. I was editing a video, and I've just learned Premiere Pro, so I was kind of new to it. And I thought that you have to stimulate every single second in the video and do something every single second. And if you couldn't find any icons for that exact moment, I would just put some text on the screen to fill in. It's a very bad idea. And if you're editing like this, don't lie. If you're editing like this, which you probably are, then you need to hear this. This kind of editing style is very, very confusing for the viewer, and the viewer sees right through it. This is just very bad. That's why my tip for you here is to only edit when there is a need for it. It's okay to let the screen sit for a moment, let the video breathe, It actually gives you a better connection with the viewer. And as an example, it could be if you're telling a story, then pull the viewer through that story and edit in a way so they also feel the same emotions as you did when you experienced the story. But in order to make your reels go viral, you need to know how to actually edit your videos. And luckily for you, I have a video on it right here.